everyone, my name is Andrea and I'm the Community Engagement Coordinator here at CMAC. I'm going to show you how to navigate and utilize our new CMAC Checkout system to make your reservations. Now let's get started. If you're watching this video, then I'm going to assume you're a current CMAC member, but in case you aren't, you can sign up or renew on our website, cmac.tv/membership. Once you have become a member, you will receive an email sent directly to your inbox. The subject line will read, "Complete your sign up for CMAC Checkout." When you open the email, you'll see a link that will take you to our website to log in and create a password for future use. Go ahead and click on the link. The link will bring you to this page right here. This is our new CMAC Checkout website, checkout.cmac.tv. Now you'll notice that it has auto-filled your email already, and you will now be asked to make a password for your account to log in going forward. Please make sure to either set a password that you can easily remember or write it somewhere you can easily access it. The CMAC front desk team will not have access to your passwords, so if you forget it or lose it, then you will have to set a new one. Once I have typed it in, I will click this button that says Sign Up. You will be redirected to the Checkout homepage. If you look to the top left of your screen, you'll see this CMAC Checkout button. Clicking on it will send you back here to the homepage. In the middle of the screen, near the top, you'll see these two types of search bars. This one that says View by Availability will allow you to set the dates and times that you want to reserve your equipment. The search bar right below it will allow you to search specific items or rooms by name. I will show you how to utilize these later in this video. Up on the top right of the screen, you'll see a few buttons. Firstly, you'll see our phone number. If you have any questions about your reservation, you can give us a call or email us at info@cmac.tv. Next to that, we have the Cart button. This will bring you to all the equipment that you've added to your reservation so far. All the way to the right, you'll see a profile drop-down menu. You'll see a few options here. You'll see item reservations, room reservations, projects, profile details, and lastly, an option to log out. We'll go more in-depth on these options later in the video. From here, I'm going to show you how to put your equipment reservation together. So you probably noticed when you logged in that this list of equipment takes up the majority of the page. You'll also notice these tabs above the list as well. By default, when you log in, the All tab will be selected, and you'll be able to see everything that we have available for checkout. Clicking the Audio tab will show you all of our microphones, as well as accessories like recorders, cables, and windshields. The Camera tab will have all the cameras that we have available here at CMAC, like our Sony and Canon cameras, as well as our GoPros and 360 cameras. The Grip tab is going to have different tripods, GoPro mounts, and mic stands that you might need for your production. The Lighting tab will have different lights, light kits, reflectors, and gels. The Accessories tab has all the miscellaneous items that we have here for checkout, like clapperboards, pop-out green screens, the ATEM, just to name a few. The Packages tab is a bit different than the others. There will only be two packages that we offer, one for the shoulder rig and one for the C100. These are here because they have another piece of equipment that comes in their kit. For example, the C100 will always come with a 24 to 70 millimeter lens, so instead of getting a lens separately, you can just click on the Package tab and reserve them both. Finally, we have the Room Reservation tab. This tab will list out all of our facilities, such as the studio, podcast studio, audio booth, express studio, and our edit bays. The process for reserving facility spaces is a bit different, so we will come back to this. Now that we know where everything is, I'm going to make a reservation with you. When reserving a reservation, I recommend starting on the All tab. I'm going to reserve a camera, tripod, and lighting kit. I prefer to shoot with a Canon R7, so I'll type in R7 into the search bar and it should appear here. I'll click on the picture, and now we've been brought to this page here. Next, it will ask me to put in a pickup date and return date to check availability here where it says reservation dates. Now, some things to keep in mind. Reservations can only be set for up to a week at a time, and we ask that reservations be placed at least 2 business days in advance. If we click here where it says Select Pickup Date, this calendar will pop up with a section next to it that says Available Times. As you can see, today's date, November 18th, is unavailable since reservations need to be made at least 2 days in advance. I'm going to select November 28th as our pickup date. Once we've done so, the Available Times column will list out the available pickup times that you will be able to come in on the selected day. Let's go ahead and select 5 p.m. and click Confirm. Now that we have our pickup day selected, let's go ahead and do the same thing for our return date. The calendar will pop back up, and again you'll notice that you can select a drop-off date that's no more than a week from your pickup date. I only need the equipment for a day or two, so I'll select November 30th as our drop-off date and set it for 5 p.m. This green label has appeared that says View Availability. After doing so, it will tell us that we have 4 available. Let's add one of them to our cart. Clicking the Add to Cart button takes you back to the home screen. Now, when we look to the top right, we will see that we have 1 item in the cart. You'll also notice that at the top of the screen, the search bar to check availability has been replaced by the current selected date and time. You can set the date and time for your equipment up here as well, instead of doing so when putting equipment in the cart. Now that we have our dates and times selected, you'll notice under each piece of equipment, there is now a message that displays if an item is available and the quantity of the available items. If the item is available, the message will be green, and if they are unavailable, the message will be red. Now we can repeat the process for a tripod and light. I'll type tripod into the search bar, and I'm going to choose the Sackler tripod. I'll click on it and be taken to the next page. I only need the one, so I'll click Add to Cart, and now we are back to the home page. Now we will get our light kit. Let's use the Light tab this time. I'll click on the tab, and now look at all of the lighting equipment. Looks like there's an ICANN light available, so I'll repeat the steps and add it to my cart. Now that we have everything we need in the cart, I'll go to the button on the top right and click the cart icon. On the left side, you'll see everything you've added to your cart so far, so you have to make sure that you've added everything you wanted to reserve. You'll also have the option to cancel specific pieces of equipment. Let's say I don't need the light kit after all. I'll click the Remove button next to where the light kit is listed, and now our cart is updated. On the right-hand side, we can double-check that our desired pickup and drop-off dates are correct, and if they are, we can click on the Continue to Checkout button. We will now be taken to the checkout page. At the top of the page, you can check that the pickup and drop-off times are correct. Under the times, you will see a drop-down menu that's labeled Project. If you have not submitted a project proposal, you will not be able to reserve equipment or facilities. You can submit a project proposal at cmac.tv/proposal, or you can fill one out in person here at the front desk. If you do have a project that isn't appearing, please reach out to us by email at info@cmac.tv, or give us a call at 559-266-2622, and we will help resolve the issue. After you've selected a project, you'll see a box labeled Comment. In this box, you can leave a message that you feel staff at the front desk should know regarding your reservation. You will then be asked to leave your signature, and after doing so, you can click the Submit Reservation box. Now that your reservation has been submitted, you should be taken back to the home screen with a message on the top of the screen that says Order Submitted next to your pickup date and time. But let's say that you wanted to reserve some time in our facilities. Let's say I just recorded my production. Everything looks great, I just need to edit it together in one of the edit bays. I'll click on the Room Reservation tab and click on one of the edit bays. I like using number 3, so I'll click on that one. I'll be taken to this calendar right here that is broken into different time slots. Now, I can select a 4-hour block that I'd like to come in. Any slot that is labeled in blue is available, and anything in red is unavailable. Let's say I want to come in on November 25th to edit. I'll select the times that I want. In this case, I'll come in at 10 a.m. until 1:30 p.m. You can tell that you have time slots selected because they'll be filled with this dark blue color. The times will also be listed on the bottom left of the screen next to the Continue button. Now that I have the times that I want, I'll select the Continue button. Now I'll be taken to the Room Checkout page. It will look very similar to the Equipment Checkout page. It will list the times I've selected and require me to select one of my active projects and leave a comment if I want to. Now I'll select the Submit Reservation button, and I'll be taken back to the home page with the confirmation message on the top of the screen. Now we know how to make reservations. Next, let's go over how to check on your reservation. Go ahead and hover onto the profile icon on the top of the screen to look at the drop-down menu. Here you'll be given the option to look at your item reservations, room reservations, projects, or profile details. Let's start by looking at your item reservations. You'll be taken to the item reservation page. You'll see your name on the top right, as well as the other pages that were on the drop-down menu, now listed on the left side of the screen, as well as up on the right-hand corner. Here on the item reservation page, we will see a list of all returned reservations, all current reservations you have out with you, or all pending reservations. You can reference this page to check on pickup or return dates, cancel reservations, or add items that you may have forgotten to request. If you need to add an item to the reservation, click on the blue button labeled Modify Reservations. An inventory list will pop up where you can search and add equipment to your reservation. Let's say I changed my mind again and I did need that light kit. I'll type light into the search bar and look through my options. Each piece of equipment will let me know the quantity of said equipment, so I'll know if it's available. I see that there are some available, so I'll go ahead and click the Add button. Now you'll see it's been added to the right side of the screen under where it says Your Reservation. That's all I need to add, so I'll click the Update Reservation button on the bottom of the screen. Our reservation has been successfully updated, and now we are back on the item reservation screen with a confirmation message here on the top. For whatever reason, let's say my shoot got canceled, and now I don't need my equipment. I'll come back to this page and click on the red Cancel Reservation button. A warning pop-up will appear that will ask you to confirm that you really want to cancel. Please be aware that once you cancel, you won't be able to undo it. You would need to re-reserve everything, and the availability may not be the same as when you reserved the first time. If you are really sure you need to cancel, you can click the Cancel Reservation button on the pop-up window. You will be taken back to the item reservation screen, and your reservation will be labeled Canceled. The room reservations page will operate very similarly. Let's click the Room Reservation tab here on the left-hand side. Now you'll see all of your past room reservations and upcoming room reservations. There's no option to modify times in the spaces from this page, as it's mainly meant to check on the reservation times as well as cancel if you may need to. Let's go ahead and cancel the reservation we have here by clicking the white Cancel Reservation button. It will give us the same pop-up as before, so we can click the red Cancel Reservation button, and now we are back at the room reservation page. Next, we will check out projects. I'll click on the Project tab here on the left. This page will show us all of our active and inactive projects that have been tied to your member account. The list will show you your project name, the status of the project, the start date, the end date, and all the members that are attached to the project. If your project is in collaboration between you and another member, then their name will also be listed here. Finally, we will look at your profile details. Let's click on the tab here on the left and it will take us to the Profile Details page. Here you can look at all the info we have on file for you, as well as make any changes to those details as needed. The page is split up into 4 parts that are listed on this page and can be easily referenced using the buttons here on the left. Membership info will show if your membership is active or inactive, the type of membership you have, your join date, and your expiration date. Personal info will be the info you provided when you signed up as a member here at CMAC. You can look at and edit your name, email, phone number, and demographics here on this page. If you have a change of address and need to edit it, you can do that here as well. And finally, we have some additional info that you can fill out here at the bottom of the page if you haven't done so already. With all of that being said, you should now be able to navigate our new CMAC Checkout website and make your own reservations. Thank you for watching this video and continuing to share your stories here at CMAC.